Could you imagine a world perpetually shrouded in dimness, where the very concept of warmth beyond the sun's embrace is alien, and the howl of a predator is a constant, terrifying echo in the suffocating black? For much of human history, fire, that dancing beacon of civilization, was an ever-present force, shaping everything from our diets to our social structures. But what if it never was? What if our ancestors, often reductively dubbed cavemen, never cracked the code of controlled flame? It's a thought experiment that peels back layers of our modern existence, revealing just how profoundly fire sculpted our journey from foraging hominids to complex societies. Without fire, the ancient world would have been a far more dangerous and less hospitable place. Nights, already perilous, would become truly terrifying. Imagine trying to sleep in a world where every rustle in the dark could be the charge of a saber-toothed cat, with no flickering embers to deter it, no communal warmth to huddle around. Our ancestors, already adept at finding shelter in caves and rock overhangs, would have been even more confined by the encroaching darkness and cold. Archaeological evidence from sites like Wonderwork Cave in South Africa shows early hominids were using fire as far back as 1 million years ago, indicating its profound, long-standing role in human survival and evolution. Without this primal defense, our ancestors would have remained perpetual prey, their population numbers severely constrained, and their geographic expansion limited to warmer, more predictable climates. The vast tundras and frigid forests that our species eventually mastered would have remained impassable, unyielding barriers. The impact on diet would have been nothing short of revolutionary. Cooking, a cornerstone of human development, would be non-existent. Raw meat, tough and difficult to digest, would have demanded immense energy to process, leaving less for brain development. Anthropological studies on modern hunter-gatherer societies, even those with access to fire, highlight the significant nutritional benefits of cooked food. Cooked starches and meats are more readily absorbed, providing a sustained energy boost, crucial for growth and activity. Without this caloric efficiency, our brains, those remarkable engines of ingenuity, might never have reached their current size and complexity. The energy trade-off would have been too great. We wouldn't have been able to extract enough nutrients from our food to fuel such a metabolically expensive organ. Consider the simple potato, inedible raw for many, but a nutritional powerhouse when cooked. Imagine a world where such staple foods offered little to no sustenance. Furthermore, the very structure of our teeth and jaws tells a story of fire's influence. Over millennia, as our ancestors increasingly relied on softer, cooked foods, their dental structures evolved, becoming less robust than those of our primate relatives. Our smaller molars and less powerful jaws are a testament to the fact that we no longer needed to spend hours masticating tough, fibrous raw materials. Without fire, the evolutionary pressure for such changes would be absent. Our faces might resemble those of our distant ape ancestors more closely, with pronounced prognathism and formidable chewing apparatus. This might seem like a minor detail, but these subtle biological shifts underscore the profound, pervasive influence of fire on our very physicality. It's not just a tool, it's an evolutionary force. Beyond survival and sustenance, the absence of fire would have crippled social cohesion and the development of culture. Fire served as a natural gathering point. Think of the stories, whispered, around a crackling hearth, the knowledge passed down from elder to child, the shared laughter and communal warmth that forged bonds. These moments were critical for the development of language, complex social structures, and ultimately, abstract thought. Ethnographic accounts of present-day indigenous groups often emphasize the central role of the campfire in their daily life, where traditions are maintained, where lessons are taught, and where community is reinforced. Without this natural epicenter for interaction, social groups might have remained smaller, more isolated, and less complex. The intricate web of human relationships we take for granted might never have been woven. Without the controlled heat of fire, our ancestors would also have been significantly limited in their tool-making capabilities. While stone tools, knapped with remarkable precision, were central to early human survival, many advanced techniques relied, directly or indirectly, on fire. Consider the production of heat-treated stone tools. Archaeological evidence, such as that from the Clazies River caves in South Africa, shows early modern humans were deliberately heating silkrate and other stone types to improve their flaking properties, making it easier to create sharper, more durable blades. Without this understanding of thermal alteration, the sophistication of stone tools would have been dramatically reduced, impacting everything from hunting efficiency to the processing of hides and plant materials. Imagine trying to butcher a large animal or craft a spear without the benefit of a keenly sharpened, heat-treated edge. The very act of survival would be immeasurably harder. Moreover, the development of technologies beyond stone, like pottery and metallurgy, would have been entirely impossible. Pottery, which allowed for more efficient cooking, storage of food and water, and even early forms of artistic expression, requires sustained high temperatures to transform clay into durable ceramics. The earliest known pottery, dating back over 20,000 years in East Asia, is a testament to humanity's mastery of fire for material transformation. Without it, the concept of a container for liquids or a vessel for slow cooking would remain elusive, forcing a reliance on gourds, animal bladders, or woven baskets, all far less efficient and durable. And as for metallurgy, the extraction of metals from ore and their subsequent shaping into tools and weapons is fundamentally dependent on intense heat. The Bronze Age and later the Iron Age, pivotal periods in human development marked by revolutionary advancements in tools, agriculture, and warfare, would simply never have occurred. We would be stuck in a perpetual Stone Age, our technological progress stunted, our civilizations forever bound by the limitations of stone, bone, and wood. The very concept of shelter and clothing would also be dramatically different. While caves offered natural protection, the ability to build more elaborate shelters, particularly in colder climates, was often aided by fire. Fire could dry wood, harden clay for daubing, and even help fell trees for construction. The warmth provided by a hearth allowed for longer periods of activity within a shelter during cold seasons, extending the productive day and enhancing comfort. And clothing, while initially made from animal hides processed without fire, became significantly more effective with its aid. Smoking hides not only preserved them but also made them softer and more pliable, increasing their insulating properties. Without fire, the ability to thrive in diverse environments, particularly those with harsh winters, would be severely curtailed. Our migration patterns would be entirely different, perhaps confining us to equatorial regions, limiting the rich tapestry of human diversity and adaptation we see across the globe. In essence, a world without human mastery of fire is a world where humanity itself would be fundamentally unrecognizable, if it existed at all. We would be a species perpetually on the brink, our lives dominated by the relentless struggle for survival against cold, hunger, and predators. Our brains, perhaps less developed, would struggle to conceive of abstract ideas or complex social structures. The rich cultural heritage we celebrate, from cave paintings illuminated by flickering torches to the intricate metalwork of ancient civilizations, would simply not exist. Our journey from upright ape to global dominator is a story inextricably linked to that first spark, that daring leap into controlled warmth and light. It's a humbling reminder that sometimes, the simplest inventions have the most profound far-reaching consequences, shaping not just our history, but our very essence. What other fundamental inventions do you think we take for granted that might have had an equally profound, yet often overlooked, impact on human history?